All right, so we have added robots. There's the player. Let's cloak the player and let's add the robots. And they are not supposed to be doing that. They're supposed to be moving around and there's not supposed to be firing. Okay, welcome back. Last time we left this where we had added, let's see, the player can fire, it can cloak. So here's cloak, and then appear, and I just put it anywhere, and it fires, and it has obstacles. By the way, I can, wow, they already screwed it up. That should be centered. Anyway, so what we're going to do with this video is attempt to add robots. So we do what we do usually. So here's the latest code that I'm going to paste in. And I'm going to say already that I'm going to confess that I cheated a little bit because there's actually two different versions of this. It's all the same, except that this one does not, let's see right here. So I think a human, maybe I'm wrong, do not do anything yet with actually firing the robot's projectiles. Yes, make sure all the code is there and they have the ability to fire, but don't make them start firing yet. That will be for later. Because I was thinking, since robots are going to be random, I didn't want him to start firing yet because we need to do player object detection first. Well, I think that got me in trouble because when I tried it, it just removed the firing logic, right? So then I did this, I copied this whole thing and I put it over here and I removed that. I just removed this. Anyway, let me just go over. So we'll do this version here, right? So there's the code and let's just start. So new features. Note there will be a player plus robots. This means that they are obstacles to each other. If they bump, I should say, into each other, the player flashes just like if it hit an obstacle. If the player is in random mode, it rotates and moves away as if it had hit an obstacle. If the robot bumps, it rotates and moves away, etc. More on this below. Okay. Add a new section to the left navigation panel. So that would be right here, right? Under the player section, call it robots. Add 5 buttons in line with each other with a capital R. If the user clicks one, it stays depressed, enabled, set, until either canvas size change, which is a reset from way back, you should know this, or until the user clicks it again. The same function for all 5 buttons. I should say the same functionality for all 5 buttons. Note, we may add or take, you know what? I am going to not do that. That the number of robots is fixed. Okay. If a given robot button is clicked or set, a robot appears. If that same button is clicked again, unset, the robot disappears, its coordinates erased. It may be used again logically, but its state begins from scratch default. Okay. Functionally, a robot is very much like a player. It is limited by obstacles, just like a player. It can fire projectiles just like a player. It has the same ammo as a player. We must track all projectiles a robot fires, just like the player. It moves and rotates randomly, just like the player. There are some differences between a robot and a player. A robot's initial position needs to be random. A robot always moves on its own, never manual. As soon as the robot appears and lands in the area, it begins to move. A robot's landing initial position cannot land on any obstacle or robot or player. Give each robot a different background color to distinguish them. Make sure their backgrounds are not the same as a player. Note, do not remove any current functionality. Note, keep all code as is unless absolutely necessary due to this new feature. So here's the thing though. That still didn't get it. Because I'm asking for a lot, when you do a code comparison between your current code and the new code, the result was a shifting around so much of even the existing functions that you couldn't decide whether it was good or not. So I had to add this. The existing functions should remain in the same order. The main comment headings like global file scope variables, function definitions, and then listeners and actual implications go in that order. Don't change the main comment the heading comments. New function definitions must be added to the bottom of the function definitions section, so to not confuse with existing functions. And I even added this. Even if there's duplicated code, do not mix functions that handle the player with functions that handle the robots. All right. You can always optimize later. Give the full file back, minimal changes, retain all formatting comments. Okay, so let's try this, and I'll have you know this is going to be my third try at this. So let's do a brand new chat. Here we go. We're going to paste it and hope for the best. Well, I guess I'm glad we did this. Oh my gosh. Remember, I asked for the full file back, right? I didn't get it. So right here, unchanged styles omitted for brevity. So we got to figure out, okay, so the entire style. All right, so there's style there, and there is style here. This is our code. So what we're gonna do, what we're gonna do is shove that over there. Okay, next. Now we're talking about display, the actual UI elements. All right, existing content unchanged. All right, play area. Let's assume that we can move that over. All right, we have a separator. Obstacles. That's still existing content. He said existing content unchanged, so that would be cloak and everything. So we're going to move that back over that side. And cloak is not new anymore. So that goes over there. But you see what you have to do? This is not vibe coding, I'll tell you that. Okay, and then he adds buttons. Oh, wait, I have to add a separator. Sorry. So we have to add this separator. That was after cloak. Okay. So the new stuff would be here, basically. This is all old stuff, right? This is the cloaking, and this is basically the player section right here. So that's, let me pull that up. That is all of this, these two rows of buttons and the player title, right? So that is the player title, the two rows of buttons, that's 4 buttons, and the separator. So then this is new. That would be all of this. That's the robot stuff. So we're going to put that here. Now, did that help? Wow. Okay, see, good. Once you start hitting enter and spaces and all that in the meld, comparison, okay, so that was fixed. Okay, now existing variables unchanged. Okay, so that would mean a variable is everything. So player, the ammo, all of this is existing variables. So we're going to have to take that and copy it and put it over here in the place of all this. Okay? And that's still, did I miss something? I must have missed this. Yes. Now, this looks like it's different, but we hit enter, and we gotta keep hitting enter. You see? All right. Whew. All right, new robots. Yes. Good. Helpers. Existing helpers unchanged. Okay, so this is an existing and only helper. So we're going to take and replace this comment with that. And then we're going to hit enter. Okay, so this is one new helper function from here to here. And this is another helper function from here to there. And that's it. Okay, so we can take these two helper functions and just manually copy them here, like so. Okay, did that help? Yes, it did. All right, existing functions unchanged. Okay, so we're gonna take, oh man, that's a function. Okay, we're gonna take all of this. This actually might be better than the first two tries when he didn't. Okay, function definitions, copy. We're going to replace this with all that. And we have to hit enter again. Oops. Ay. Okay, hit enter. Good. Okay. Now. Good. All right, new functions added at the bottom. So, okay. This is actually better than the first two tries when it didn't try to give the comments. So this might work. All right. And we have the new functions. Okay, now existing player logic unchanged. Okay, so that's existing player logic. Okay, so we're going to take this and copy it, put it in place of that. Nice. Okay, good. Okay, that is definitely new. Now, invocation, existing listeners. Here, we're going to copy that, replace this comment with all of that. Okay, good. Okay, new robot buttons. Okay. Whew. Okay, so we took all the changes. I'm sorry if the table's creaking, and we save the file, and we're going to refresh. And okay, so we have a new section, robots. Now, the first thing I want to do is cloak. Let's see what happens. Oh boy, not good. Oh, see, that's exactly what I told it not to do. You see? You see why I originally, in my original specification, look at that. I didn't tell it to do that. So we have two issues. They're not moving, they're rotating like mad, and they're firing. All right, so we're going to stop this video, and I'm going to fix it. You know what the process is right now, so there's no point. So we're going to stop this video right here. Thanks. I'll see you later.